What's up, everyone? I'm Colby from Sanitarium Productions, back again with another G.I. Joe toy review for y'all today. Today we are looking at the G.I. Joe, what is this, Pursuit of Cobra release of Dusty. This is a really cool looking figure, and they didn't actually release a whole lot of Dusty in the line for some reason. The original one came out as part of the 25th anniversary box set with the Mass Devices number 3, the Arise Serpentor Arise. And it was a really awesome figure. It's back to the original vintage look. This particular one, though, is a slightly updated version of that to fit into the more of the covert operational kind of feel that they were going for with the Pursuit of Cobra line. And it looks really cool. The only thing I really have that I'll say about it is that it kind of does remind me of Desert Punk. So, I don't know. But Dusty's always been a favorite figure of mine, so I am anxious to get in here and take a look at this one up close. So, stick with us and we'll get into just that. Dusty, Desert Combat Specialist. This one comes on the 30th anniversary Pursuit of Cobra card. Card's a little beat up, but again, it's going to be open, so it doesn't matter that much. Overall, it's got a nice kind of vibe going on here. The Pursuit of Cobra line has always looked really nice on the shelves, and this is really no exception here. On the back of the card, we see the file card and a little diorama scene they got going on right there. Pretty cool stuff. Let's go ahead and open this thing up, though, because that's what I'm interested in seeing, is what the figure looks like inside. And as I've stated before, Dusty has always been one of my go-to characters in the line. So it's nice to get an updated version of him. The more modernized take on a desert warfare specialist. We've got the traditional figure stand here. And we've also got the packaged insert here. Let's see which one we got here. They fold these things up pretty good, so. There we go. This is the Jungle Assault. Pretty cool looking. Features the Vamp Mark II. Got the Jungle Viper up here in the corner, Recondo down here, and Duke over here in the corner. I do need to get a hold of that updated Recondo figure. On the back, some of the figures in the set, and I know there's probably glare all over the place, but it's the same layout as all the rest of these we've seen, so nothing too special about this. Get rid of that little piece that the battle stand came on. Now, the card back now is just recycling material. Go ahead and pull out the accessories here. We have this crazy razor wire slinky thing. Got an assault weapon. Come out. We've got the additional head here. The masked version. And Dusty himself. All in all, pretty cool looking. We'll go ahead and zoom in now and take a closer look. Starting with the battle stand here, we've got the traditional G.I. Joe stand with the code name on the front. It does have the raised G.I. Joe logo, so pretty standard fare here. Nothing too special about that, but it's nice that they are included. The razor wire is pretty much just the standard slinky razor wire stuff. It's kind of interesting. It's a nice little accessory. I don't know how well it actually fits in with this particular character, but you know, extra accessories are always nice. It's got some nice detail work on it. You can see the barbs on the razor wire itself, and that's about it, but still, it's kind of cool. See if we'll stick it right there. His secondary weapon here, we can get it to zoom in and still see it halfway. It's got some nice detail work going on it. Pretty basic though. Then the additional head here, the masked version. I can't really help but think that it is very reminiscent of the Desert Punk anime. He's got the air filtration mask on, his cap, and the goggles. And if you look close in there, you can actually see it is the actual face still under. I don't know how well that picks up here on camera or not, but it's nice that you can kind of see the face through that clear plastic visor. So that's kind of cool. The other accessories he comes with, he's got his other weapon in his hand here. Again, fairly straightforward. A little bit of detail work going on. And it looks pretty nice. It is in that kind of dark tan color. He also has a helmet. Take the helmet off and take a look at it. It's unfortunately not got his that little cloth piece that goes on the back. That is the distinctive Dusty look, but it does have the removable goggles, which is very cool, and they fit in there very nicely. That's pretty much all the accessories we have, so we'll move on to the figure itself. Overall, it looks pretty cool actually. Got a lot of detail work going on the figure itself. This kind of crazy, I don't know what you call it, but this armor stuff going on. This crazy waist belt with all these pouches. Some cool stuff. His shoulder armor is pretty nice looking. He does have this cloth cape, which is very actually pretty cool looking. It does have that kind of feel of that desert wrap going on. Fold it up and take a look at the detail work on the back. Again, a lot of work. A lot of little details here, there, and abouts. The pouches. His pants also have a lot of detail work on them. You can see all the pouches on his pants. Very cool looking actually. The head sculpt is pretty nice looking actually. We've not had all that many great head sculpts for this line, but this one does really good. He's kind of got some matted hair going on there, which would fit in line with the fact that he's in the desert all the time, and wearing the helmet he will get the kind of weird haircut there. Articulation wise, the head does move 360 degrees, and up and down motion is adequate anyways. Shoulder joint is a traditional ball and swivel, and again he's got the G.I. Joe patch on his shoulder guard there, and that shoulder armor limits the up motion a little bit, but not too drastically. The elbow joint is same ball and swivel, so you get full articulation there. And the swivel is only at the wrist on this one. And just to kind of point out while I'm at it here, if we can zoom in a little bit here on his actual skin tones here, they have added some additional paint weathering to make it look like he's got a lot of dirt and grime on him, so that's kind of cool. It's a little subtle effect going on there, but it works really well. That's pretty nice. At the chest, we do have the rib cage articulation, and he does have a little bit of an ab crunch feature going on. Not a whole terribly lot, but it is present, and he can do quite a bit with it. His crazy skirt armor thing doesn't get in the way of anything, so that's nice. Standard T-hooks for the waist and hips. You'll notice that it is slightly hampered by these armor plates on his side, but not as much as you might think. So those things are pretty flexible, actually. You can still get a pretty good range of motion there. Double knee joint. He does have that armor on the knee. And then the ankle has the ball and swivel as well. So full articulation there as well. So yeah, this is a really cool looking figure. All in all, it works really well. It's a pretty nice update to Dusty. The camo pattern is a little bit subdued, so not quite the same traditional desert camo that we've seen in the past, but color scheme still is spot on. It works really nicely, and it looks really good. Going back to some of the accessories, the helmet fits on fairly easily. It's a little loose, but it does work. You can get it in the right spot and it stays on there pretty good. The goggles fit on top of there and look really nice. The additional bonus is you can put the goggles on and then the helmet on, but it's really hard to get them on his face, to be honest with you. So chances are the goggles are just going to stay on the helmet most of the time. But it still looks really nice anyways. So no major complaints about that. For the additional head, all you have to do is just grab by the head and pull it off. Pops right out. You can stick the other one on there. Again, it just snaps in place. And you've got the desert punk look. And it still works really nice with that additional head. It's kind of hard to tell that it's Dusty. But if you already know it's Dusty, then it's fine. It's not going to bother you. It looks really cool though. It would be really great for troop building as far as just generic desert troopers. Pop that back off, and while I'm at it, this cloth piece here with the cape on it is removable. You can pull it off, and he still looks fine without it. So yeah, comes off pretty easily, but you do have to pull the head off in order to get it off. Pretty nice looking. The weapons fit in his hand fairly easily for that one anyways. Let's try the second one. Again, these, I'm not a big fan of these extended handles, but you shouldn't have too much of a problem with it. It should fall into place pretty easily, and he can grip it without any problem. So little dual firing action going on there, pretty cool. And that's pretty much all he comes with, so kind of basic accessory pack. The additional head is nice. The razor wire, not much use for it, but it's still there. I guess they figured they needed to bulk it up a little bit since it didn't have a whole lot with it. All in all though, it's a really cool figure. I really like this one. It's not my favorite Dusty figure. The one from the 5-pack, the Mass Device Collect and Connect set, the Arise Serpentor Arise, that is probably still my favorite Dusty figure so far. But this one works really nice. No problems with it whatsoever, actually, so it is a nice update. That's it for Dusty. Overall, really cool update to the figure. It works really well. The cape is pretty awesome. It does look like Desert Punk, so if you're into that kind of thing, you may want to pick it up just for that. But yeah, I highly recommend this figure. So if you haven't picked it up already, go ahead and grab it. That's all the time we've got for today, so thanks for watching. Until next time, Yo Joe.